So diplomatic relationships are now starting to really become a big part of this game. At some point in this video, it's really starting to kind of begin. The ball has begun to roll, and as we kind of know in Civ 5, for some reason, all the AI stay pretty friendly in the beginning, and then as the game progresses, things start going down, and wars start breaking out, denouncements start breaking down, everyone starts getting all angry at each other, and I think that we're starting to see that because the World Congress gets founded, and we have to choose kind of a very hard policy to choose between. What do we choose? Because as a human player, we get to always choose the first proposal. And it's just kind of a hard choice of what we should do as Japan, not to try to piss anyone off, but to try to look at our own benefits and what we need in this game. So once again, I'm still obviously way behind in military. I'm last place by far, and a lot of the civs are way, way up there. I mean, look at these guys. A majority, I'm looking at like possibly half, are all really, really close to being that #1 spot. Now, who is the #1? Is it the Ottomans? No, it's not Greece either. I wish there was an easy way that... Is it Carthage? No, it's the Zulu. Oh, shit. The Zulu are #1. Is it? Oh, and Siam is #2. Holy shit. Okay, that's kind of scary. The good thing is well, Siam is kind of close to us, but I don't know if that's military or if that's their navy. They have all coastal cities, so they could have a massive navy, but I have yet to see really any navy boats with Siam. I have yet to see any of those, which is good. I'm so glad I got that defense back up with Korea. That really guarantees our safety, I think. Not really guarantees, but really backs us up and supports our safety against any other civ but Korea. But obviously, as I said in the previous video, Korea is the main beast that we're worried about, not anybody else. Anyways, let's go ahead and go to the next turn. Actually, no, let me check a little bit more on the info addicts and check what else is happening in terms of science. Now Korea is starting to pull away. Now, where am I according to this chart? I'm staying there. I'm staying there. Not bad. I'm happy with that. Continuing to kind of send cargo ships out to their cities makes me feel confident that we can stay up with them. That's why I think I might go ahead and go for the scholars in residence policy in the World Congress whenever that does happen. In terms of cities, I also really, really enjoy looking at this. Of course, Russia is #1, but England. Oh no, that's not England. Is this Persia? Oh yes, Persia. Persia is also expanding quite a lot. I wish it gave me a number here, though. It doesn't give me a specific number of how many cities they have. I guess if I look at myself, I have 5 cities. So that looks like it's about half. Looks like maybe 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Could we guess that Russia has 11 cities? I know I can go over to her and figure out exactly how many cities they have, but that's kind of a big waste of time. That's just very interesting to see that. All right, so unfortunately, I don't know what my... Okay, well, I have access to silver, so I don't want silver, that's for sure, and I have access to cotton. I think the only thing that I don't have access to is copper anytime soon, so I guess I'll trade... Do I have the cocoa? Okay, I just want to make sure I have an extra luxury. I'm not trading this off for no reason. So cool, we'll get that still up, so our happiness remains the same. And I believe we'll be able to get up a research agreement very soon. I think it's 250 now. I think since we're in the Renaissance era, it might cost us about 250 gold to get up a research agreement. And we get up a new cargo ship, so we'll be producing even more money and even more science back. Having that 3 science back to Korea is amazing. I mean, back from Korea is amazing, especially because they're not getting any science from that. Nothing. Okay, so we might as well go get these ruins. And with this scout, I talked about it in the last episode. Rather than just deleting him, I will go ahead and have him kind of explore. We probably won't see him for a few videos because I'm going to send him off pretty far. But I guess we'll send him to the Arabian Peninsula because this is where I think a lot of the shit is starting to happen. The southernmost point where a lot of the wars and the diplomacy issues are starting to happen. Now, China has a city. Wait. How does China have... Oh, that's right, because there is a small little passageway over here. Okay, so let's go figure out what's going on in Hawaii. And eventually, by the end of this episode, I hope that we're able to figure out what's going on in North America in terms of luxuries. I love that there's no barbarians. Although I wish I could specify it in this game. I wish I could just I wish there was a different categories. There's just pretty much normal barbarians and then raging barbarians. And in a map like this, normal barbarians would be like regular barbarians. A map like this with raging barbarians would be crazy. I might just need to restart this eventually in a few months from now. Restart the same map and do raging barbarians just to see how bad it would be. And the barbarians would, unfortunately, this is going to sound fucked up, but the game is kind of fucked up. The barbarians would kind of represent natives, unfortunately. And could you imagine having no civs starting off in the Americans and doing raging barbarians, how crazy it would be over there. It wouldn't even be fun. It wouldn't even be like realistic. You would have a whole nother civ pretty much. You practically have a whole nother civ that you're at war with immediately. And then we wouldn't be able to trade. That's part of the reason why I think we're doing okay, is that we are able to keep up. Oh yes, 10 back and 3 science back. That's wonderful. Oh man, that is just freaking wonderful. And we're getting more science up, observatories, and a university. Oh, this is great. This is great. And another university in Manila. Okay, I like that. India and Egypt have just made a declaration of friendship, and my happiness has gone up to 4. Perfect. We finished working that silver tile, so now we're producing silver in our empire. Perfect. I love it. I love it. I'm very excited there. What happened here? India. Oh, we already knew this. And what is going on? Seems like the turns are starting to process a little bit faster. Again, this is what I'm saying. If I had a bunch of city-states in this game and I had barbarians in this game, it's only turned about 200. I can only imagine how long it would take for the processing of turns. Now, again, I'm going to continue to trade with Korea. That's the way to go. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And my strategy here is really risky, but I think that it's going to work. I really think that if I've talked about this a while in this campaign. I have to go risky. I have to go super, super risky, or we are for sure just bowing down to the loss. And I'm not about that life. I'm totally not about that life to just play this game and try to lose. Even though I knew that I was in like a pretty bad situation already. Did I convert the city without even spreading the religion? Perfect. Okay, so Shintoism is having a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure. We've even converted one of India cities, so that's good. And at some point, I would like to get some pressure going on here in Siam and the Siamese Empire. But do we want to start converting Mongolia instead? They are a little bit closer, and I believe Mongolia has a lot of cities up. Maybe in the future we'll start to convert the Siam Empire. But for now, since we're closer, let's just go to Mongolia. Oh, that's great. Oh, I'm so glad that we're such a dominant religion, which is going to bring us back a lot of happiness by the end of all this. A bank would be great. A bank would be great. Again, the guilds don't give us much since we're not going for a cultural victory. Eventually, we want those before the whole ideological stuff starts happening within the mechanics of this game. But I don't know if I really want that right now. It would be nice to get up a small sort of army, but I don't see much of a resistance from a lot of the other AIs. We don't see many armies up anyways. I think we might go for a bank. Obviously, getting up more faith could be good. We're already doing 7, which isn't bad. But let's go with the bank. Yeah, getting up 2 gold and 25% extra gold is big in this city. So we'll be getting even more. And who can we get a research agreement up with? Possibly India. I should probably do that now. Because how much is it? It's only going to cost us 250. Oh, yeah, we can with India. Perfect. Oh, yeah. Awesome. All right, that worked. And I didn't even see what I got from this deal, but I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to the thing that we got from this ruin. And again, I want to get all the fog of war out of here, and I think I want to settle a 6th city in Australia. That way we have a pretty dominant control over Australia. But again, I'm waiting for the caravel to figure out what's going on in the Americans. There could be an amazing spot over there. Who knows? Who really knows at this point? It would be a good idea to possibly send out a 3rd scout over to the Americans because, obviously a caravel is only going to be able to find the coastlines and only be able to see luxuries over on the coastlines. Of course, Korea, of course. If you want to, even though you might be pissed off us in 6 turns when we start stealing your technologies and shit. But yeah, I might want to send over a 3rd scout to figure out what's inland of the Americans. I have a feeling we pretty much have the picks. We have free picks. I don't think England or anybody really is, especially England. I think of all, historically we would think that England's going to be kind of one of the first civs over there. Spain as well, but I don't think we're going to see that. I think if anyone's going to colonize the Americans, it's probably going to be Morocco. Morocco is probably a little bit closer to South America than England is to North America. I think we could see that. I think we could see Morocco there first, which is kind of funny, and I think that that's why we really enjoy playing Civ, because of those reasons right there. All right, so let's get up a farm. I like the farm. And doesn't look like, okay, there's ruins over here, but this isn't a terrific spot. A marble would be good, and having the mountain resource would be good too. Lots of rivers over here, as well as the atoll. But let's go and figure out what's going on in America, because I don't think Hawaii is the best place to settle at the moment. All right, so I hate this location in the Himalayas. There's so much crap going on. I got a research agreement with Siam. I guess it ended. And boom. Okay, yeah, one turn we'll get access to samurai. Too bad we won't be able to use those samurai. Just kind of not the way this world has worked, unfortunately. Okay, so a zoo, I think so, because we only have 4 happiness. That's not enough. Yeah, that's not enough. 4 is not enough. It's gonna take us 11 turns though. That kind of sucks. Let's get a harbor. I think a harbor would be good too. Harbor would increase the range and produce an additional gold when connecting to another civilization. Let's go ahead and let's get a harbor up. We should probably get a harbor up in all of our cities in our empire, especially the ones that are off and are not connected to my capital, which is 3 out of the 5 cities. Because Nagasaki doesn't have a road to it, and I don't want to waste all that money. It's a lot of money, especially on these hills. That's going to cost us. I think it costs 2 for maintenance there. So I don't know exactly what we're going to do about that. I can't accept this. I can't accept a open borders agreement because right now we've locked. Ooh, they've got another settler coming over here. Do I want to give them a hard time and buy this tile here? Well, they could just go around. I know that. Yeah, it wouldn't do anything. That would just be a waste of gold. Yeah, I won't do that. But it would be. Damn, where are you gonna go? I'm worried about where you're gonna go. I hope you don't go to Australia, but I have a feeling that you are. All right, so let's figure out what's going on in California. That is my hometown. We've talked about, I know a lot of you guys in the comment section have kind of been talking about, you know, in the European mod with the Ottomans destroying some of your guys' homes. I really took a lot of happiness in that to see people in the comment section being, please don't destroy me. But please, believe me when I say I would destroy the fuck out of my hometown. I think it'd be pretty funny. And I'd really maybe burn it down. Maybe I'd nuke it. It'd just be really funny to me. So let's go ahead and get a workshop up finally. But unfortunately, there's not going to be maybe I won't be able to do that because I'm struggling too far in this campaign. But I wish I could settle a city, name it Los Angeles, and then just nuke it. I would find that really funny for some reason in like a dark sort of way. Let's get a harbor up. I think get a harbor up. We'll connect it to the capital. But then again, a zoo is kind of important too because we're not doing amazing in happiness. Let's go ahead and get the zoo up for now. Yeah, let's get the zoo. Actually, no, we could always fix the happiness a little bit because we could trade off with gold. Yeah, we could just get an aqueduct. I think that's even better. Okay, and now in terms of my research, I think we'll go ahead and rush maybe... economics is good. Do we want economics, which will give us more... Well, we want scientific theory at some point. A seaport is good. This is a tough one. I think let's go with economics, to be honest, because it's going to give us a lot of gold back and access to a windmill, which is obviously good for production. Okay, I like that. And you guys just make your way over there. I'm wondering if the tensions are still high between Mongolia and China. I'm sure they are. I mean, Mongolia loves to declare war on everybody, and they've got to be thinking of going to war with China again because there's no one else that's really they're bordering with. I'm guessing that's got to be their first choice. Oh, I'm loving the gold that we're making right now. We could really get up a lot of research agreements as long as we stay up with all the friendships that we have in this world. I believe we have 6 to 7 friendships out of the 22 civs. That's a third of the people in this world. That's awesome. That's really, really cool. And I think we're going to steal another technology from Korea soon. I think we should probably check the info-addicts or maybe the demographics probably next turn after we're done here. All right, so what's going on? What do we got? We got marble immediately. I think looks like we're in Baja, California, somewhere in Mexico. Western Mexico. We are 5th in literacy. Awesome. 5% behind Korea. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. All right, let's continue to move here. I like it. And we are not too far away from being able to... See, I want a lot of extra luxuries, too. That way, because we have so many friendships up, we could get immediate gold. And with that immediate gold, we'd be able to get up immediate research agreements. And really, that's going to be my thing for this game, is getting up as many research agreements as possible. I think I went over that. That's my new strategy here. Rather than going... Because I'm going for a research agreement, or I'm going for a science victory in my other campaign as Korea. It's just on a regular map, just a regular random map. And I'm kind of I'm showing everyone that strategy that I use. I send internal trade routes, get a lot of food up, make my cities nice and big, nice and strong to be able to produce a lot of cities, a lot of science themselves. This is a completely different campaign because I'm such a shitty spot. I need to kind of leech off of other civs, obviously mainly Korea in this instance. But let's go ahead and here we go. Let's get up some trade routes. I'm sorry, some trading posts on all those jungle tiles. And really quick, I want to check my citizen management before I forget, because it seems like a lot of I know that I could get grants. I know I could start doing the scientist thing, but I'd rather just get my cities moving rather than anything else. I'd rather just get the cities moving off the ground. I don't really need the specialist at the moment. I will do it only in the capital. Only in the capital I think I'm okay with, but nowhere else. I'd rather just focus on a little bit of the growth because I can't send internal trade routes. Doesn't look like there's much luxuries over here in Baja California and kind of modern day Mexico. There's really nothing. I don't see anything that pops up. That's not a good sign, but there's plenty of other territory that we have to continue to explore towards. And if I'm going to get up a 6th city, I need to start thinking about that now. If I want a 6th city, we need to start thinking about that like right now. I'm so surprised that Indonesia hasn't expanded beyond this. I would have thought that they would have expanded, but I think it's because they just have no good location for them to go. They've got just nowhere to go. And I'm guessing that has got to be the reason why. We are nearing turn 200. Very exciting. We have all of our cargo ships up. Trading with Korea, which is kind of scary. What else do we have? Oh, and it looks like we're processing for something here. Something must have big have just happened. Maybe a massive war. Is Zulu going to declare war on me with the massive world? Just all the world declares war on me right now? Something is about to happen. All right. What just happened? Oh, we met Askia. We met Songhai and Askia, and the World Congress has been founded. Okay, so that is what happened. I don't know why it took so long to process that. I'm guessing a lot of things had to happen in terms of like, I don't know, civ generation. Okay, so we have a huge bonus, a huge like benefit to being the human player, and we get to, you know, automatically propose something, which I am really against. I really feel like the game is cheating. It's not fair that I have won, along with, you know, 99% of the world to have one delegate, and I get to choose the proposal. That's bullshit. But let's go over this. I don't think I want to embargo anyone. I don't want to ban any luxuries. I don't want to get any standing tax army. That could be good. World's Fair, no. I won't win any of these. World Religion is just going to piss everyone off if I do that. Science funding is probably the best idea, but I'm going to piss a lot of people off if I do that. I actually think Scholars in Residence is the best idea because I don't piss off that many people, except for Korea, who actually could be arguably the most important that I don't want to piss off. I don't want to piss off the entire world by going science funding, though. The problem with going Scholars in Residence is I'm letting the world stay up with us in science. I won't be able to... if I remove myself from diplomatic relations and just focus on... I don't care really about the rest of the world. I care about how Korea feels about me. And science funding is what we want to do. But then again, that would help out Korea so much. That would help them out, I think, more than it would help us out. Fuck, this is a hard choice. Do I go science funding or Scholars in Residence? I think I need to go Scholars in Residence, even though it's going to piss off Korea a bit. It keeps us up with Korea until we destroy them. Even if I take their capital, they're still going to be high up in science. And I'm still going to be playing catch up the entire game. There's 22 people. I'm going to be playing catch up the entire game. What I can do is try to focus as much as I can on just trying to stay up in that second place and focusing on production in my buildings. That way, when we have access to building the spaceship, we're just able to build it faster than the other AIs. That's risky to go with, obviously, but I think it's the right thing to do, and we piss off a lot less people by doing that. And of course, we will get up this open borders agreement. I like it, and my luxury, my happiness is kind of falling a bit, but that's okay because I believe we're building a few things. Are we building? No, we're not building anything actually that's going to provide me more happiness. When's our next policy? 11 turns. So we're going to want to get up zoos very soon, or we want to either buy these tiles to get over towards the cotton in Australia. Steel technology, I like it. So we're already doing economics, so we don't want to waste that. We can go gunpowder or acoustics. Let's go ahead and go up on the tech tree because we want to get scientific theory at some point. So acoustics sounds like a good idea, and hopefully Korea doesn't get pissed off that I stole from them. I don't know if they even found out that it was me that did it. Hopefully not. All right, the scout is continuing to figure out what's all behind here. I want to figure out everything that's going on. Now, obviously, I can get up a couple of mines on these tiles, which would give me more production. But I think we'll rush over here towards this wheat, get a little bit more food growth going on. Anyways, guys, I'm going to have to stop it right there. We're doing okay. I'm loving the way this is going. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.